Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar which is broadcast every Thursday at 11 a.m. I am Serhat and today's webinar topic is Project Design of Fire Alarm Manual Call Points. Today, we are going to talk about the topic of what is the purpose of using manual call points, project design principles, IP protection classes, and conclusion. First of all, what is the purpose of using manual call points? Manual call points provides people in the area to manually report the occurrence of fire to the fire detection system. The features and performance criteria of manual call points are specified in EN 5411 standards. Fire alarm call points to be used in buildings must have EN 5415 CPR certificate issued by international accredited organizations. This is the related standard articles. Selecting detectors and manual call points. And let's look at the manual call points of EN 54. Manual call points are mentioned in EN 5411 standards. There are two types of alarm buttons according to EN 5411 standards. Type A is a single action and Type B is a double action. Alarm manual call points should be installed in places that can be used easily and quickly by any person who detects the fire. Special instructions given in the manufacturer's data should be observed. Access or maintenance purposes should be considered. And also, EN 54 standards contains that manual call points should be placed on escape routes, all doors of the escape stairs, and all exits that open to the open air. They can also be placed next to the special hazards and or firefighting equipment. In cases where people with limited mobility, inadequate or special care are required, the placement of the manual call points may require additional care. Manual call points should be clearly visible, identifiable, and easily accessible. Note that it may be suitable for making special arrangements in areas where it may be exposed to toothless or malicious work. In general, manual call points must be fixed at the height of 0.9 meters to 1.4 meters above the ground, and the preferred is 1 to 1.2 meters. And it must be complied with EN 54 standards. As we mentioned in the previous slide, manual call points must be placed on the escape routes at all doors, and all doors of the escape stairs and all exits leading to open air. In places with people with a limited mobility, inadequate or requirement special care, the placement of the manual call points may require additional care. As we mentioned, manual call points must be fixed at 0.9 meters to 1.4 meters, and 1.2 meters is preferred according to EN 54 standards. IP protection class. In the area that manual call points are used, if there is a possibility of vapor, moisture, and dust in the environment, then IP protection class should be selected appropriately. IP protection classes with the symbol IP, which are abbreviated from the word International Protection, are valid for the devices used in hazardous environments. For the measures that are not related to explosive environments, but are taken against factors such as water, dust, humidity, and touch. You can see the table that follows the IP protection classes. You can see the numbers left and right. For example, IP65 is totally protected against dust and protected against low pressure jets of water from all directions, limited ingress permitted. As a conclusion, as a result, fire alarm buttons are one of the important devices of fire detection system. When a person in the area notices the occurrence of a fire, he can inform the fire alarm system through the call points. For this reason, the placement of the manual call points and the mounting height are very important. When designing, the items in EN 5414 standard should be taken into consideration. Thank you for your participation to our webinar. If you have any questions about this webinar or before week's webinars, you can feel free to ask me from chat box.